Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another adventure with the Bearded Bobber. And today's adventure, we are talking about something taboo in the motorcycle world, trailers. And I had a couple people reach out, and they had never trailered before, and they saw that I was trailering. And you guys have seen that I crush miles, so we're gonna get right past the how to trailer, and you guys say, don't. It's not always an option. All right, plenty of times people who've never trailered, if they've never trailered before, they've been riding for years, kudos. Sometimes you just have to. So I've got a U-Haul trailer here, and I'm going to give you guys some tips from my limited knowledge. I don't do this a lot. I've done it a few times over the years. Sometimes I've just had to. I went and picked up a bike for Ray at Hollister, so I went and grabbed one in Kingman, Arizona, and trailered it up there for him. It wasn't my bike. It was a bike that they needed to sell. I don't know if I've talked about that on the channel before. The guy passed away, unfortunately, and I know Kingman, I know Ray, and I had other people that put us together, and I was able to help out. So things like that. It just happens. And I went up to the Hope Rally this past weekend, and we took Wildfire. And I couldn't take extra days off of work to really get up there, also enjoy the ride, and it would have been a pain in the ass. So the short amount of time I had to get there, show the bike and keep it clean and everything else, it was just a hassle. So we trailered. I grabbed this U-Haul trailer. The cargo trailers work really good. A lot of times they come with a wheel chock built in. Unfortunately, you can see this one does not. So I have this little gem right here. That is a Harbor Freight wheel chock, $60. The really good ones, the Condors, I believe that's what they're called, are like $600. And they are in two different leagues, but this one's in mine because I can afford this league. So we're going to go over a couple things just in general. Like, I used to trailer, I used to tie strap everywhere. And a couple things that I know from like the dealer and whatnot with watching them do trailer stuff, not having wheel chocks. And the way they lock in that front wheel, usually they wrap and then strap each side, make it where the front wheel doesn't move, and strap in. You're going to get the suspension clamp down or under pressure, however you guys are. There's going to be professional videos out there, guys, but this one's mine, and on my unprofessional video. And then there's going to be one in the back. So we're going to go over that. I have Rhino USA straps, and I actually have the soft handle straps as well. Unfortunately, they're in my big trailer. One of the reasons I even got those straps in the first place is I have a big trailer, and we did one moto show with Indian Motorcycle, and they needed more motorcycles there. Wildfire was in the show. We took the bobber for display. We took Meatball's bobber, and we took his Chief. So it was one of those, like, having a big trailer and being able to take 4 bikes. If I reset up my trailer now with the wheel chocks, I believe we can get like 5 or more bikes in there. So definitely stuff I'm gonna be looking at, like, for shows and events like that, and anytime that, like, I can show off. I don't know. I was like, one of these days I want to take a couple bikes to Sturgis at the same time, and then that's probably how I'll end up taking the bobber, but more on the bobber later. We're gonna that's down. We got new stuff for the bobber coming as soon as my bank account allows it. But let's jump in here real quick and show you a couple things. So a couple key points. We're gonna have, like I said, I have the bike in the wheel chock. We're going to want to have it off the kickstand. You can do it like what I'll do is kickstand down, and then I'll start getting the bike tightened up, and then I'll get the kickstand up before it's fully down. I don't want that kickstand, personally, like, I've done it and been okay, but like there is chances of like damaging it. We've got 2 points down here, and we're pulling the bike forward when we do this with the forks. Now, I'm going to show you on that side, but I wanted to start. We're just getting we're getting it going. We're tightening it down. Now this is where the wheel chock comes in handy, because it does like to hold the bike. down here in this mess, you can see we have the straps. What we're going to do, we're pulling this. So we've got our end that we want. I'm going to wrap it through here. Now there is a brake cable right here, a brake line. And so I'm going underneath that so I'm not sitting there and causing pressure on my line. So we'll get that going there. Now I'm going under because the way I have this tie strap, I want, let's see, okay. The way my tie strap is, I'm going to come in through here, if you guys can see that, and then I'm going to press back. Learn your tie straps. That's the biggest thing I can, and what was, I swear it took me forever, and I was like, I don't know what it was of just like not recalling that information, but finally I did. So we're going to pull, we're kind of tightening up here, getting the pressure, and then keeping the line back. See if I can keep you guys in like good pictures here. And we're gonna, I'm keeping the line that way. I've always noticed that works for me. And then I'm getting, so that builds up the pressure in here and holds it down. So you can see the forks are compressing. Once again, there's got to be better ways to do this than my videos, but this is the Adventures of the Bearded Bomber, and we're doing it. So I started tightening that one down. Now we're gonna tighten this one down. So you're gonna go back and forth. If you've ever tightened something up or put a wheel on, you don't tighten one nut down and then tighten the rest of them down. You slowly tighten them, if that makes sense. A small, loose, tight, and then tighten in a directional pattern. It's kind of what we're doing here. So doing that on the front, and then we have the back. Now on the back we have a point over here and a point over here. So without trying to make a knot, all right, there we go. We're going to run this through the back tire, and each rim's going to be different. So we're going to get a nice center point, and then we have it locked in there. And what we're doing is we're pulling the bike this way against what we already created in the front. So that way there's these three tight points of contact. So you can see that there going through. And then of course these, that's not a big deal. You're gonna take it, I usually tie it back around the wheel, pull it back. And then you can see we got a little bit of lean over here. So now that we've been tightening up the back, we're gonna tighten up the front. And then this whole trailer wants to move. Same thing with these. I'll take them, pull them, and then pull them again, and then tie them off. So my friends, that is the gist of it. Let me see, I'll get off here real quick. Let's see. Whole trailer's moving. Granted, this U-Haul trailer sucks. This thing was loud, and I don't know what work needs done to it, but it's not mine, so I'm giving it back. But that is the overall gist of most trailering, and from everything I've seen, watching dealers do it, this is everything you guys got to do. You can do it at your own risk. Trailering scared me for a long time, just not knowing these things. And then when people reached out, I was like, you know what, I guess if I can do it, anybody should be able to do it. And like I said, there's probably better videos out there that might actually give you the real breakdown on exactly why these things are good things. A big thing here, I'm guessing, is just when you compress the suspension that you're not getting a lot of movement out of the bike, and that helps keep it in one place, especially when it comes to forks, going at an angle, so that way they're not turning or like leaning the bike one direction or another. Like I said, the wheel chock itself is a dream. When I trailered my dad's bike to the Bring It Home record with Harley Davidson and Adam Sandoval, we mounted a couple of those straight to a trailer. And I don't know how many tie straps I had on his bike going 1,400 miles. I didn't want that thing to move. I probably had like 6 on the front, like 2 in the middle, and like 2 or 3 in the back. And it was just overkill. But again, it just really depends on what you're doing. So, all right, you guys, stay safe, stay classy. I'll catch you later.